Shabbat Shalom, dear friends. Shabbat Shalom. It's Parashat Tzav, Shabbat HaGadol. Saturday night, we'll have our first Seder. I'm sure your house is just like my house. Everything's out of order. It smells great. Cooking's going on. A lot of disorganization. And we're trying to sit down and learn a little bit more about the Haggadah. So as we get ready for Pesach, let me share with you one thought about the open invitation in the very beginning of the Haggadah, Halach Ma'anya. Let's note that it's in Aramaic and not in Hebrew. Let me read to you the opening line. Halach Ma'anya di achlu avatana ba'ara de Mitzrayim. Behold, the matzah, bread of poverty, which our ancestors ate in the land of Egypt. And when we read this, we hold up the matzah, we hold up the Seder plate, and we begin the Seder. So what's most interesting to me about this is that the Haggadah is in Hebrew. The entire Haggadah is Hebrew, except for a little bit of Haggadah, and this welcome, this opening in the very beginning is in Aramaic. Our rabbis wanted the Haggadah to be in the Hebrew tongue. They wanted it to be in the Hebrew language. They wanted it to be in Lashon HaKodesh. But here we have the beginning is in Aramaic. What's Aramaic? Before Arabic, Aramaic was the lingua franca of the Middle East. It's what Jews and non-Jews alike spoke. It was their everyday language. Jews prayed in Hebrew. They read the Bible in Hebrew, but they spoke to one another around the table in Aramaic. So what is the significance that some of the opening words of the Haggadah are in Aramaic, everyday language, and not in the holy tongue? So first, let us say that it's the invitation to the Seder. It's our way of saying, welcome. It's our way of saying, everyone who's here, Jew and non-Jew, those who know a lot and those who know a little, those who've been to a Seder before, those who have not been to a Seder, those who come to our house frequently and are there regularly, and those who, this is a special invitation. You are all welcome here. We welcome you. We want you to be comfortable. We know that when you come into someone's house for a meal, there's always some level of discomfort. And we want you to be comfortable. We want you to feel at home. So why is the opening prayer of the Haggadah in Aramaic? It's our way of saying, relax, enjoy yourself, be yourself, whoever you are. We're glad you're here. You're welcome. There's a second thought that our rabbis share about why this prayer is in Aramaic. It's not only an openness to guests and welcoming them, it's also an openness to new ideas. It's a way of saying, we want you as a person to bring your thoughts, your ideas. We understand that this is going to be a conversation. We understand that we're going to try to raise our level of curiosity. And we like that. We want that. The text is in Hebrew. The Haggadah is in Hebrew. But the conversation that's going to be around the text, that's going to be when whatever language we speak, in the language that we're able to engage with intellectually. Back in the day, that was Aramaic. Today it's English. But the point of having the Haggadah, this invitation in Aramaic, is to say, we are welcoming not only the people, we are welcoming their ideas. There's one more notion that I would like to share with you about why the Haggadah has its invitation in Aramaic, and that's to be inclusive. That's to include people who might really not feel that they belong. If it's a Seder with Jews, maybe it's the non-Jews who feel that they don't belong. If this is a Seder for people who know a lot, maybe the people who know less don't feel that they would be included. It goes out of its way to say that everyone is to be included. And my way of understanding that today, my way of understanding what's going on now, is to be able to say that it includes those who have difficulty accessing the Seder. We want them to be able to get there as well, whether that's someone who's elderly or someone who's handicapped or someone who's blind. We want to make sure that they feel that they are comfortable being at a Seder. And that's why when we do the 4 children, they're different kinds of children. And the teaching is we want everyone to be able to access the Haggadah. That's why I'm very excited that our synagogue is engaging in the Bimah project, taking our beautiful sanctuary, taking the wonderful sanctuary that we have, and making it accessible to everyone, making it available to those who have ease in walking and those who have difficulty in walking. We want to make it accessible to those who walk on their own and those who need a wheelchair. That's the point of the Bimah project. Accessibility to people, accessibility to ideas, that's really very important. Let me share with you one thought. Earlier this year, when I first came to Princeton, I was very excited. I was going to be able to play golf on some new golf courses. I hurt my ankle, and I was sort of out of commission about playing golf for about a month or so. And someone from the congregation called and invited me to play golf, and I was very excited. But I couldn't play because I really had difficulty getting around. I wasn't mobile. I really felt left out. I wanted to be welcomed. I wanted to feel comfortable in my new surroundings, but I didn't feel that way. I felt that I was left out. And that was only temporary. Imagine if I had some kind of permanent disability. Dear friends, this year, this Pesach, we're going to recite Halach Ba'anya. We're going to recite the invitation to the Haggadah in Aramaic. What does that come to teach us? That comes to teach us that everyone's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. And as the host, we are going to go out of our way to make them comfortable. But we're not only welcoming people, we're welcoming the ideas that they bring. And then finally, it really brings a cosmic significance in saying that Judaism should be open to all Jews, from whatever ability, whatever disability, to whatever challenge. The point of Judaism, the point of our Judaism, is to make it available to all. Shabbat Shalom, Hag Sameach, and welcome to the community of the Jewish Center.